going on, everybody? Hey, I got a quick question for you. Kind of serious. I encourage you guys to leave video responses, no comments. Video response would be nice, but no comment would be cool too. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts about this. It's almost summertime. I'm in Chicago, and like in most cities, in most urban areas, when warm weather comes, there tends to be a peak in urban violence. And Chicago has had its share of violence. I think just last night, a 12 and 14-year-old was shot and were in critical condition from just random violence. This has got to stop. This horrible. Innocent people are dying. I remember hearing a little while ago about somebody getting their hair braided in their house, a little girl, and a stray bullet went through their wall, through the window or something, and killed this little girl. She's in her own house, getting her hair done, been a little girl and shot dead. And in Chicago, they're talking about having the National Guard come through, and they're thinking about having the National Guard man our streets, because Chicago police just isn't doing it supposedly. And that's, at first I thought, oh, that would be useful. I think that would stop crime, but I don't want to have to live like I'm in Afghanistan. I don't have to live like I'm in Iraq. Who wants armed soldiers sent outside their door? I went to, a few years ago, I did some work in the Philippines, and it's the most frightening thing in the world. I went to a restaurant, like a little fast food place, and at every fast food place, at any place in the Philippines, in the area where I was at, they had an armed guard outside. That's uncomfortable. Who wants to live like that, where you always have to have somebody there who holding a huge gun? That's inhumane, I think. I don't want to have to live like that. So send the National Guard into the city of Chicago, that isn't the answer. That's not a fix for our problem. I'm not sure exactly what the problem is, but that's not gonna work. That's not it. So I'm interested. What do you guys think is the answer to urban violence? I know people gotta say families need to be in order and fathers need to be in the house, and that's true. If our family structure, I think if things were still structured the way they were, we had two-parent households. If we had two-parent households still, men being men in the household, that could change things. But today, where we are now, that isn't the case. So what do you think is the answer to fighting urban violence? I'm going to a rally on Saturday. This church and this fraternity, they're sponsoring a rally to stop violence. I'm all for it. I don't know if a rally is the answer, because we're going to rally at like 9 in the morning. But it's at 9 p.m. at night where the violence takes place. So the people committing the violence, people with the guns, people who's terrorizing our streets, they can care less. They probably sleep at 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So I don't know if a rally is it. I don't know, you guys. What do you guys think? More money? More after-school programs? A ban on guns a ban on guns in urban areas? What do you think? But something's got to be done, especially for us of color. It's kind of embarrassing, because in Chicago it's the South and it's the West Side, and the South and West Side is predominantly African American and Latino. It's kind of embarrassing where right at home things just won't work out. Things are messy. Well, we're living in fear. night when I go home, there's on the news about somebody else. A lot of times a child or a teenager who's been shot and killed because of violence. We gotta do something, y'all. We gotta do something. We gotta do something. Man. Gotta do something. What do you guys think? Holla at me with your responses. Video responses would be cool. Alright, you guys.